The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So LSU's offense takes the field. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He'll toss it. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the run, still looking. The throw. Hauls it in. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Looking to throw. It's good. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. So the NC State Wolfpack comes out and they'll have the ball for the first time. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Wolfpack will get the 1st down.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this 1st drive.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Burr. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And here's the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Handoff from the gun. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Looking to pass. It's Fuller. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football somewhere.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's caught. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Touchdown, Wolfpack! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
And he made the extra point without problem. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so
he's loose. The 40. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Washington is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the boys of a young Warren Moon, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Illinois. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Working that left side now. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Creates a little room. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable 3rd down situation.
And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll have it. Touchdown by Bengals.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he puts through the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Through the air, it's Fuller. Here's a heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The number 1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Hauls it in, looking for space. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. With the catch, it's Duke. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
If you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. Looking for a man. It's good. Got his man in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
Quick completion to the right. Turning it on! He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quick completion on the out route. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gonna look downfield again. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Has to get there to move the sticks. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And they just keep inching closer to the goal line. Go for it on 4th down, you get it, you're now finding yourself even closer. This is a place where you'd love to be able to just line up, run the football, get north, and score a touchdown.
Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tiger. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it back. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to throw, it's Fuller. Got it set up on the outside. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Catch in the middle, it's Austin. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. He's got it. Slips through the line. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
And his throw is incomplete. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Looking to throw, it's good. Working that left side. Wide open spaces. Touchdown LSU! A great catch and run for 6.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner will be knocked down. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build.
Makes the grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Dropping back, it's Fuller. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Grab near the marker. It's Breeds. He's loose down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Quickly to the tight end. LSU will get a first down. They get to the line quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Forced out of the pocket. Rolling right and going deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket, and good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB, nowhere to go with the football.
They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. They'll give it to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Yeah, and man, if you talk about being down at the half, what's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see what he can do with it. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great play by the defense there. Listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And that's where it comes to rest at midfield. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. To the air, it's Fuller. Fires to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Back to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. They punted away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He got it out to the 34-yard line. Not enough for the first down. Let's see if they punt it away. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Spins away from the defense. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. To throw, it's Fuller. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
It's such a nice play getting that sack. And I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud, arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country, and I know that having played here before. You do not want to get behind the chains as an opposing quarterback with this crowd noise. Makes it so hard for your offensive line to hear the cadence and know when the snap is coming out, and you know it's helping this D-line get upfield. I think you saw an example of that on that last play.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play, That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, NC State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Finds his man.
Coaches always tell their quarterbacks, you can't go broke a profit. You can't always hit posts and bombs deep down the field. If the coverage takes away throws downfield, just take what's underneath and let your receiver advance the football.
And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Back to throw, it's good. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He leaves it with his back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of pain.
Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Got a man. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on third and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a fourth down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Grab near the sticks. It's Dozier. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late in this football game.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Snagged in the middle. Explosion. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Give to the back. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
It'll be a run on 3rd and short. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football. They're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They've got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. NC State going up tempo. Back to pass, it's Fuller. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks, it's Breeze. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Breeze. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw again. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And what a break to get that football back at this juncture. That would have been catastrophe. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The play action fake. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Red pass is complete. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. The RPO fire complete to the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown LSU! That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coach.
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43. Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Fuller. Bringing the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on 2nd down. He'll throw it. It's on target and complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. NC State has to come up with a big play here on 3rd down. Under fire. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Tick, 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 tick. Clock winding down, and they're in for the touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays. And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior.
Oh, look out, the ball's free. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Speeding down the left side. The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield, it's good. Unloads to the wideout. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.